Forrest and I are here today to share the Family Essentials Kit with you, why we love it, and some of our favorite things about it. Now, Forrest has been using essential oils in a diluted form since he was born, and I often allow him to kind of guide me to what oils he would like, and then we dilute them with fractionated coconut oil. And for an infant, there is a different amount of drops you want to use, maybe 1 to 3 drops for an infant. And as a child gets older, you can use 2 to 4 drops. And then for an adult, you maybe want to use like 6 to 8 drops, depending on what actual oil specifically you're using. So with him, if I'm making a roller ball, and I do not use them internally with the baby, I just use them topically. I use 1 to 3 drops of whatever oil, and then I add fractionated coconut oil as my carrier, and then we roll it on. Usually we roll it on his spine and on the bottom of his feet, sometimes on his chest. Maybe a little bit on his arms or his legs, depending on what the situation is. But today we want to go into the Family Essentials Kit, Family Essentials Oil. And that's where I started with doTERRA. That was my first kit that I got when I started about 2 years ago. And it has a little bit of everything in it that's super useful throughout the house as an adult for me internally, and externally as a topical, and also as an aromatic in my diffuser. So I'm going to share with you how I use each of these oils on a regular basis. And I want to just also point out that when you get a Family Essentials kit, it comes with this awesome doTERRA Essentials booklet, which has things inside of it that gives you a little bit more detail about each oil. This is On Guard, one of my favorite protective blends. And it's really, really awesome. Great pictures. So Forrest loves this book too because of all the beautiful pictures. And I can imagine as he gets older, he'll be reading through it, or we'll be reading through it together. So I'm going to give him my book so he can kind of play with it while we are going through the oils. So one of the oils I use every single day, morning, noon, and night, is Melaleuca, which is tea tree oil. So Melaleuca is like basically what I use it for is a purifier for my skin. I mix some tea tree oil in a spray bottle with distilled water, witch hazel, and a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and I use that as a toner throughout the day. When I was pregnant with him, I could not get enough of tea tree oil. Like the smell of tea tree oil was really enticing to me. So I came up with this spray that I could just use on myself and spray all the time. And I really, really enjoyed it. And I have not lost my addiction to tea tree oil since then. So I love it because it's really good for your skin. I always had problems with my skin growing up, and even as an adult, I've had troubles with my skin. And so anytime I get a blemish or anything like that, I put a drop or two of tea tree oil right on the blemish directly. And usually by the next day, it's dried up and gone. It's also great for bug bites. So if you have like some itchiness going on or any kind of rash or anything like that, a drop or two of tea tree oil mixed in with some coconut oil, it makes an awesome salve for any kind of rash, and what I've experienced, heat rash, especially being out here in the desert, it's a fantastic solution for that. So tea tree oil is super awesome for your skin, just all around, and it feels really, really good when you put it on your skin. It feels really refreshing. And you can also take tea tree oil internally, and it helps to promote a healthy immune system and immune function. And what I like about doTERRA is that any of the oils that are meant for internal use contain a supplement facts label, just like a nutrition label would be on food. And so you know that if it says supplement facts on the back, that it is safe for internal use. So tea tree, like my top oil of all time, tea tree oil. My second top oil of all time is frankincense. So frankincense is one of the 3 oils that is known biblically. Frankincense and myrrh are the 2 of the oils that doterra carries that are 2 biblical oils. And frankincense is super supportive of a healthy cellular function, and just all around really, really good for any type of health concerns that you might have. A drop or 2 internally under the tongue or put into a capsule, because it doesn't actually taste very good, is great for any type of immune function. So when I was pregnant, I had a little bit of a dental infection going on. And instead of having to go to the dentist and take antibiotics, my midwife actually suggested that I put frankincense on my tooth that was bothering me twice a day. And so I did that using a Q-tip. Twice a day I would put a drop or 2 of frankincense on my tooth, and it was all better. So it helps to fight infection. I don't recommend everybody do that for everything, but in my particular situation, being pregnant, I didn't want to take antibiotics, and so the frankincense actually was a really helpful tool for me in that particular situation. So frankincense also is really good with your nervous system. So if you have any issues going on with your nervous system, frankincense can really help you to hone into those issues, and it will help to fight any infections or anything that might be going on that are causing the problems. It's a form of relaxation. You want to use some frankincense externally, maybe on your feet. The bottom of your feet is a really powerful place to apply oils, and it promotes a feeling of balance. So we like that. We like that around here. Things can get a little chaotic, as anybody's life can, but especially as anybody who has small children knows, things can get a little bit chaotic. I have a friend also who uses frankincense with her infant, and she swears by it for a nighttime regimen. She loves to use frankincense topically on her child, and just it works wonders for her, or for her child, I should say, and for her. And the baby sleeps like a dream, is what she's reported back to me. But what I like to use for sleep time is lavender. That's another one of my top favorites. It's one of Forrest's favorites. We use lavender in our bath every single night. Just a drop or 2 of lavender in our bath. I'm just going to let him smell it. He likes lavender. That's one he's very familiar with. We love our lavender. Also good for any bug bites or itches or rashes. We love our lavender. And it's very good. It's in our blend that we use at nighttime to help relax and go to sleep and wind down. I just love lavender. And to me, I love lavender flowers. So there's a very cathartic feeling in my brain when I use it in an aromatic way. I like to put lavender in my diffuser when I need to just kind of relax and chill out. And lavender is an essential oil that is used for anxious feelings or anything like that. If you add a few drops to your pillows, to your bedding, to the bottom of your feet, it's really going to help promote a restful sleep. And it's really going to be very calming, soothing and calming to the skin. So any skin issues, lavender and tea tree oil together, they are amazing. Let's do a smell. Let's do a smell. So he's sitting here. He's being very patient with me. We're about 8 minutes into this, and he's still doing a really good job. Now he wants to smell the tea tree oil, so we're going to open that one. Let him do a smell. Sniff, sniff. Tea tree oil. Thank you. That one's for me. He's a good sharer, too. So this is just going to be part 1 of the family essentials because I don't want to go too long, but I do want to share my favorites, like I was saying, and then we'll get into some of the other ones and what their uses are. So let's go next to lemon. Lemon is super refreshing. I love lemon, a drop or 2 in my tea. In the morning when I wake up, I put a couple of drops of lemon into my water when I wake up in the morning. Hydration, that's a huge thing. So we like our lemon oil. It's also really awesome for cleansing and purifying. I like lemon oil to add to any of my cleaning products, and I love it for my diffuser when I'm trying to make my house smell really, really good. And also, when I want just things to be a little bit more energized, lemon is a fantastic tool for that. So we're going to take him out so he can come over here and help us. Okay. So lemon cleans and freshens. That's the big ones with lemon, and then also tastes really good. It's a detoxifier internally, as you may be familiar with in terms of actually like drinking lemon. It can feel really detoxifying. And lemon in your water is a normal thing for people who want to just like detoxify their bodies, and aids in cleansing and digestion. So, all right, we're doing good. So, lemon, that's a big one. I also use it in cooking, baking. I recently made a frosting for a cake. I'm working on some cakes for him for his first birthday. And I used lemon to flavor my frosting. And he really seemed to enjoy it, as did I. So I highly recommend any of these oils that I've talked about already, and for a variety of different reasons. So we're getting a little bit fussy. It might be time for some milk. But he's done a really good job sitting here and hanging out for the past 10 minutes. And it is not nap time, or it is not bedtime or anything. So it might just be time for a little snack, huh? So I want to thank you for joining me here for part 1 of the family essentials, and we will go through some more oils next time. I'm Jessica, and this is Forrest. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed day.